Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel. You're learning with BS. Today we are going to learn SSC Class 10 Unit 2 Lesson number 2.1. In my previous videos I had covered Unit 1 all the lessons. If you have not seen, please go through all those lessons. Today we are going to learn Unit 2 ka lesson number 1 2.1, that is name of the lesson is animals. Now let's see 2.1 Animals. This is a poem written by poet Walt Whitman. You can see his picture. He was born in 1819. He passed away in 1892. A major figure in early American poetry. In an age when all poetry was rhymed and metrical, Whitman made a break with the traditional and wrote a revolutionary new kind of poetry in free verse. Okay. पहले जब ये पोएम्स लिखी जाती थी दे वर रिटन इन अ राइमिंग स्कीम, राइमिंग फॉर्म, बट ये जो पोएट थे वॉल्ट विटमैन, ही वॉज द फर्स्ट वन हु ब्रोक दिस चेन. व्हाट चेन? राइमिंग स्कीम में पोएम नहीं लिखनी है, इसको लगा कुछ मैं अलग करूं. ही रोट पोएट्री इन फ्री वर्स. ही वॉज एन अमेरिकन पोएट. ही वॉज अ नॉन कॉन्फर्मिस्ट इन ऑल रेस्पेक्ट्स including his social life. Now what do you mean by non-conformist? Means to behave in a manner different from others. बिल्कुल ये जो पोएट थे हटके थे, जो दूसरे लोग करेंगे मैं वैसे नहीं करूँगा, मैं अलग करूँगा. Like other poets wrote poem in a certain rhyming scheme, but he thought let me do it write it in a free verse. But not only in terms of writing poem, he was non-conformist in all respect, like even if you include his social life. इनको लगता था सब मैं अलग करूं, हटके करूं. द पोएट टेल्स अस दैट ही फील्स मोर एट होम विद एनिमल्स देन ह्यूमंस. व्हाट ही फाइंड्स कॉम्प्लिकेटेड एंड फॉल्स. अभी इसको क्या मन करता था? आई शुड बी विद एनिमल्स, आई शुड बी एट होम विद एनिमल्स. आपका मन करता है कि मैं एनिमल्स के साथ रहूं? तो इनका मन क्यों करता था कि मैं एनिमल बन जाऊं, एनिमल के साथ रहूं? ऐसा क्या था एनिमल के लिए जो इनको लग रहा था मैं भी एनिमल बन जाऊं, एनिमल के साथ रहूं? This shows that he was totally different. So now let's see उनको क्यों मन कर रहा है मैं एनिमल में टर्न हो जाऊं, एनिमल बनूं. ऐसा क्या देखा उन्होंने एनिमल्स में? ठीक है. सो लेट्स कम टू द पोएट्री. आई थिंक आई कुड टर्न एंड लिव विथ एनिमल्स. दे आर सो प्लेसिड एंड सेल्फ कंटेन्ड. नाउ पोएट इज टेलिंग दैट ही फील्स, ही थिंक्स ही शुड टर्न. टर्न यानी ट्रांसफॉर्म इन एंड लिव विथ एनिमल्स. उसको लग रहा है मैं अपने आप को ट्रांसफॉर्म कर लूँ, एनिमल्स के साथ रहूँ. क्यों? दे आर सो प्लेसिड. प्लेसिड यानी नॉट ईजिली गेट अपसेट. सेल्फ कंटेंट मीन सेल्फ सेटिस्फाइड. ही फील्स दैट आई शुड टर्न माई सेल्फ इन टू एन एनिमल एंड शुड स्टार्ट लिविंग विद देम बिकॉज दे डोंट गेट अपसेट. दे आर सेटिस्फाइड. हम लोग कैसे ह्यूमन बींग सेटिस्फाइड नहीं है. ये चीज़ नहीं मिली, वो चीज़ नहीं मिली, वी आर नॉट सेटिस्फाइड. वी ऑलवेज कीप कंप्लेनिंग. Okay, we always remain upset, but he feels animals do not have such feelings, so he feels like this is one of the reason he wants to turn into an animal. I stand and look at them long and long. They do not sweat and whine about their conditions. Now poet is saying, when I look at them, I continuously stand and look at them. So what thing he has observed is they do not sweat. यानी when they get tired, they don't perspire. उनका पसीना नहीं निकलता. They don't cry, they don't crib about their conditions like we human beings, we keep cribbing. थोड़ा सा भी काम ज़्यादा मिला, पसीना निकल गया, थक गए, we keep complaining, we keep crying, cribbing. But animals, they never do that. So this is what he has observed. He stands long and long, and when he sees, he observes कि animals, they never cry, they never crib, whatever is their condition. Even if it is strong sunlight, rain, cold, they never cry about anything. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. Weep means to cry. Sins means bad deeds. Okay, we human beings, whenever we sleep at night, if we have done anything wrong, that doesn't make us sleep. We have sleepless night, we remain awake. But animals, they never awake in the dark and cry on their bad deeds like human beings. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things. Demented means mad, crazy. Okay, these animals, they are not crazy. Okay, they are not mad for owning things. Okay, they don't want to possess things like we human beings feel. I should have a laptop, I should have a big flat, I should have my own car. They never have craze of owning things. They are never dissatisfied. But we human beings are always dissatisfied. So he's saying they never make me crazy. They never disgust me. They don't trouble me by discussing their duty to God. They are always satisfied, not like us. And they never cry. They never feel crazy. They don't have this madness of owning things. Not one kneels to another. Kneels यानी bend down at the knees. Not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. Like we human being, what trend do we have? जो छोटे हैं बड़ों के आगे बेंड होते हैं. गुरु है, टीचर है, स्टेटस में बड़ा है, मनी में बड़ा है, तो लाइक स्मॉल वंस बेंड बिफोर दी higher ones, maybe power, maybe money, maybe age. So one person kneels, bends at the knee before the other. Okay, or we bend before the people who lived thousands of years ago. We give respect to them. Okay, we keep bending before them. We keep respecting them. But animals they don't have this trait. Then one animal never respects another animal. They don't bend and give respect like us. They are all equal. एज में बड़े हैं, कुछ भी है, होल अर्थ पे दे ऑलवेज हैव देयर ओन पोजिशन, ओन स्टेटस. नो वन फील्स दिस एनिमल इज लोअर टू मी, दिस इज हाई इन रैंक विथ मी, एज वी हैव इन ह्यूमन बींग्स. सो दे शो देयर रिलेशंस टू मी एंड आई एक्सेप्ट देम. दे ब्रिंग मी टोकन्स ऑफ माई सेल्फ. दे एविंस. एविंस मीन्स शो. Tokens here means good qualities like innocence, simplicity, contentment, satisfaction. So now poet is saying they show their relation to me. Okay, and I readily accept them. Whatever relation they show it to me, and they bring to me my qualities. They bring me back my qualities. They show. They evince यानी show. What are those qualities? Innocence, simplicity, contentment. Poet is saying these are my qualities which they bring it back to me. They show it to me. They evince them plainly in their possession. I wonder where they get those tokens. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently drop them? Now poet is thinking these were my qualities. I am human being. I had these qualities of innocence, simplicity, contentment, satisfaction when I was a small child. पता है ना, जब बच्चा पैदा होता है कभी झूठ नहीं बोलेगा. He is innocent, he is not greedy of getting things, he is totally neutral. The poet is thinking कि जब भी मैं भी छोटा था मुझे all these qualities I had. I don't know negligently यानी unknowingly where did I drop them, कहाँ गुम हो गई unknowingly, I don't know. So now these animals are bringing these tokens, these qualities back to me. I don't know how they went into their possession. Maybe I dropped them, forgot them over a period during my life. From child to grown up I have turned, so now maybe unknowingly I have dropped them out. Okay. So in short, poet wants to turn himself into an animal and live with animal. Why does he think so? Because he feels we human beings, we compete with each other, we give higher smaller rank to each other, we bend before another, and we have lost our qualities like satisfaction, simplicity, innocence. We always think of owning things. So all bad qualities we have retained, but good qualities we have dropped somewhere. But these animals, they don't have such competition, they don't have disrespect, craze of getting things. So he feels all these qualities animals have retained, so let me go back and turn myself into an animal and start living with animals. So this shows that he was different person, as it was written. He was different, he was not normal person. He used to behave in a different way, which is different from others. So that makes him non-conformist. Okay, now poems में से what do you get? What type of questions do you get? It is figure of speech. Okay, let's pick out some sentences from poem and learn figures of speech. See this sentence. I stand and look at them long and long. Can you guess what is a figure of speech? Now if you see long and long, long word is repeated. Yes. So figure of speech is repetition. See, writing repetition is not enough. You have to write the explanation also for that. Otherwise you will not get mark in the exam. So what you will write? Word long is repeated for poetic effect. So this makes it repetition figure of speech. Is it okay? Let's see one more example. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. Can you guess what figure of speech is this? No? See, sweat and whine. Both these words have similar meaning. Sweat. Why do you sweat? When you are tired. Okay, whine. Why do you cry? When you are tired. So, two words which have similar meaning. Figure of speech is tautology. Sweat and whine have similar meanings. When similar meaning words are used, figure of speech is tautology. So this is tautology. If you have forgotten figures of speech, I have explained in my separate video all figures of speech. You can see that video. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. I guess this is very easy. You all can guess what figure of speech is this. Yes, this is alliteration. Why alliteration? Because here if you see discussing, duty, do not, D, letter D is repeated, okay, for poetic effect. So figure of speech is alliteration. Not one is demented with the mania of owning things. What line does this mean? They are not sad, they are not crazy of owning things. किसको? Animals को craze नहीं है, मेरे पास TV हो, मेरे पास fridge हो, मेरे पास flat हो. So don't you think this is overstatement or exaggeration? So whenever overstatement or exaggeration is done, figure of speech is called hyperbole. So this makes it hyperbole. Students, again I am telling you, figure of speech is must in all the poems. So if you have forgotten, please see my video in which separately I have explained all the figure of speech which are commonly used in a poem. They bring me tokens of myself. Now, can you guess this? What figure of speech is this? If you see, it is saying they bring me, मेरे पास लेके आते हैं. क्या लेके आते हैं? Tokens of myself. मेरी ही चीजें मेरे पास लेके आते हैं. Don't you think it is self-contradictory? Yes, that is why figure of speech is paradox. What is paradox? When statement is self-contradictory, अपने आप को ही oppose कर रहा है, तो this statement is self-contradictory. So that is why figure of speech is paradox. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. Now poet is talking about animals. Not one is unhappy on this whole earth. Or not one is respectable. So what figure of speech? This is hyperbole. Why hyperbole? Because exaggeration किया है, overstatement किया है, बड़ा चढ़ा के बता रहे हैं. कोई भी एनिमल दूसरे से एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर रहा है. पूरी अर्थ पे कोई भी अनहैप्पी नहीं है. पूरे अर्थ पे एज इफ पोएट हैज गॉन, ही हैज विजिटेड ऑल द places on this earth. So when exaggeration or statement is done, figure of speech is hyperbole. Okay, these are some sentences from poem for which we did figure of speech. Now another question which is asked from poems is appreciation of poem. You write appreciation of poem. Okay. Now in appreciation of poem, you have to write certain facts, certain details about the poem. What are those details? Name of the poem, name of the poet, rhyming scheme of the poem, figure of speech used, theme or central idea of the poem, your favorite line, special features, type of poem, language, tone, internal meaning, etc. Why you like and don't like the poem. There are certain points like this, they are to be covered. You have to give details of the poem, but these details should be there in the paragraph. So poem में क्या क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है? एक फिगर ऑफ स्पीच, अनदर वन इज एप्रिसिएशन ऑफ पोएम. you have to write appreciation of poem in which you have to cover all these points. But the thing is, you will have to write this in the exam in paragraph form, not in the point form as you used to do in younger standards. Now you're in 10th, so you have to write in paragraph form. But ensure that you cover up at least 5-6 points from this. If you cannot cover up all the 8 points, at least 5-6 points you have to cover in the exam from these. Now how to write this in paragraph form? Let's see. Appreciation of poem. The poem, now this is in paragraph form, but we have to cover up those points. The poem Animals has been written by poet Walt Whitman. क्या कवर किया? पोएम का नाम एंड पोएट का नाम. He broke the conventional use of rhyming scheme and wrote the poem in free verse. That is no rhyming scheme used. हमने पढ़ा पहले ये जो थे पहले पोएट थे जिन्होंने ऐसा पोएम बनाया जिसमें कोई भी राइमिंग स्कीम नहीं है. So जिसमें राइमिंग स्कीम नहीं है, that is called free verse. Name of the poem, name of the poet, rhyming scheme we have covered. Okay. Next comes central idea of the poem. Central idea of the poem is that animals today are better than humans. Poet has told that human beings have lost those qualities, but he still feels animals have those good qualities. So animals are better than humans. That is what he has conveyed through this poem. A line which I like from the poem is, they bring me tokens of myself, because this line tells us the truth that humans have forgotten or lost their virtues and animals remind us about them. Abhi, you have to write any one line which you like. See, I have written my line which I liked, but you can write your line, whatever line you like from the poem, you can write it. Though there is no hard and fast rule that you have to write only this line. Okay, but whatever line you write, you have to justify why do you like this line. So I have written I like this line. Why? Because this tells us the truth. ये जो हमारी qualities है, we have dropped it. Okay, virtues and good qualities, we have lost it, and animals are reminding us about those good qualities. So I like this line very much. What did I cover is central idea, then your favorite line. What remains is now figure of speech. Now many figure of speech are used. We read few examples. So you don't have to write all figure of speech. You have to write any one figure of speech which you can explain nicely. Whatever you can explain nicely, you have to give that example. Main figure of speech used in the poem is repetition. Why? Such as, they do not sweat, they do not lie awake. So repetition I have written, but with example. What repetition? They do not, they do not. So repetition is used. Now what type of poem is this? This is reflective poem. Also language which is used is very simple. What is the tone of the poem? Subtle, soft tone is used by the poet. Message given through this poem by poet is that we human beings too should show these qualities like being placid and self-contained, which are retained by animals when we have lost over a period. Figure of speech cover kiya. Then language of the poem. What type of poem is this? Tone poem ka kya hai? What implied meaning or message is given through this poem, that I have written. So last line, I like this poem. What do I have to write in the last? आपको ये poem क्यों पसंद है? I like this poem because it's a good message to human beings that animals are on their best behavior and we humans are becoming inhuman. So very nice message is given कि animals होके वो अच्छे से behave कर रहे हैं and we human beings, we are becoming wild, we are harsh, we are not good in behavior with others. So very nice message is given through this poem. So that is why I like this poem. So you would have observed I have covered all 8 points. In case if you forget 1 or 2 points, it is okay, but try to cover up maximum points from these and ensure that you are writing it in a paragraph form. I hope everything is clear. This is all with this today's session 2.1 poem on animals. I hope guys you like this session, you like this video. If you like it, do please share with your friends and please don't forget to subscribe my channel for more videos. Thanks for listening to this video.